do it for them. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Blue Wave fan channel. I'm joined my co-host TJ. How are you doing, TJ? Obviously not too good, I'll take it.
Yeah.
We've got Arsenal fans putting L on their head. That's an L for their season. We're joined by the Arsenal way. We've got Northside in the building. How are you doing, Northside? You good?
I'm good. Hold on. Let me open up for the victory. That victory, bang.
Well, these man are
on you lot's misery, on you lot's hell. Against the worst side, not just in London, we're the worst banter side in the Prem.
We're 43 seconds in and they're already talking too much. Shameless FC at their Super Bowl.
We are shameless. You don't allow us to be shameless.
In the building.
Yes. Bro. Thank you for having me. The thing is, you don't allow us to be shameless. I don't know why you don't allow us. If you beat us today, I would have come on a humble tip, but I don't know why. You're not going to beat us, man.
You can't be humble anyway, bro. You can't talk too loud, bro. You're sitting in line. Anyway.
Do you know what? That would hurt me, yeah? If I was delusional and thought Arsenal were actually good, I've been saying Arsenal are dead for 17 years, so that don't even hurt.
I respect you. I know.
To me, this is the banter, yeah? The banter is that you guys, yeah, how can our manager have the audacity to come and say, oh, you know what, you don't play free at the back? I'm going to do it as well. Because Arteta is clueless. He just goes, I'm going to do the same tactics.
Anyway,
and then I'm going to beat you by it. Where was Havertz? Where was Mount? Where was anybody being clinical?
No side, chill. So, yeah, first talking point, yeah? Mistake, Jorginho, poor from him. Probably his first mistake under Tuchel. Smith Rowe has had a great season for you lot since that last game against Chelsea when he first got integrated into the side by Arteta. I'm going to come to the Arsenal boys first. Thoughts on that mistake from Jorginho, Corey?
It was a gift, man. It was a gift from God. And I thought we lost it, I thought Uber took it wider, but he was smart, laid it off to Smith Rowe. He nearly missed it as well, but 1-0, man. And the thing is, it's us that usually make the mistake. So it was nice for it to be on the other way around. Like, that was Chelsea done their best impression of Arsenal there. But yeah, it was
Jorginho doing a Xhaka.
What was your thoughts, Big Mouth? What was your thoughts? This guy definitely drunk too many super malts. He drunk too many super malts. What was your thoughts on Jorginho?
What, my thoughts on Jorginho?
Yeah.
He was just poor, man. Like, what? You know what? The thing is, yeah, you guys almost had that opportunity when Gabriel messed it up as well. When he passed it back, and you guys were poor. And then it was just like, Havertz, I don't know what he was doing. Like, all he had to do is...
We'll get to that.
You know what I mean? But, like, Jorginho, I think he could have redeemed it at the end. But obviously, Gabriel headed it off him. Obviously, at the moment, he didn't have enough time, innit? It was too much power against him. I didn't think he had, like, an atrocious game. He just made, obviously, the mistake.
I don't think he suits playing with Gilmour, to be fair. I don't think they got that chemistry yet, to be honest.
Nah. Why didn't you play Kante instead of him? I didn't understand.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Trust me.
We got exactly that. Fair play.
No, you definitely do. No, you definitely do. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. We can afford to lose today as much as we didn't want to lose. Fair play to you getting the 3 points. TJ, what was your thoughts on that mistake from Jorginho?
Okay, listen. Jorginho today, he did an Arsenal and he did a Ceballos. Okay? He completely messed it up today. Yeah, it was his first mistake since like West Brom. And we know how he bounced back after West Brom. Personally, on him, it was a brutal performance from him, and I could say for many. But I'm not digging into him. I mean, it's one mistake, it's one game. Let's move on from it. We've got much bigger things, and let's see how we can bounce back from that. But the mistake in itself, it was just really poor. It was pretty much Arsenal's only chance of the half, and you guys
for the whole game, really.
Yeah, you didn't really do much to us, but you defended very well, and that's literally the only reason why we didn't. Oh yeah. We didn't. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's it. Say. At the end of the day, like, I thought we dominated the game. We hit the bar twice. Should have had 2 penalties, which I'll get round to. But at the end of the day, the 3 points is all that matters. So you know what I mean. Fair play. Like, what Corey was your overall like thoughts on the whole game and like being non-biased? Obviously, you got the 3 points. How did you think Arsenal actually played? I thought you defended really well for a change.
Arsenal. Do you know what? I call Arsenal no goals FC because we never looked like scoring, and that was it again today. That was it again today. We defensively were well, but I think it was boring, man. It was Chelsea. I think Chelsea deserved at least a draw. I was saying, because I sat there and watched it with my dad. I was saying, I thought if you lot scored, I would have been mad because you deserved it. I think we just got lucky with our chance. We took it, and then we defended well for the rest of the game. And obviously, we get onto Arteta a lot, and I get onto him a lot as well. But the tactics worked this game. The tactics did work. I think I was disappointed though that we didn't attack much. Like we didn't really threaten your defenders. Like Kepa didn't have much to do all game. Only the Jorginho team was the only save of his game. Probably that he had. It was hard, man. And you can see by Uber's face as well. I think he's frustrated at the way we're playing as well, because obviously he just the long ball and defending. You can see the frustration in his face. It's boring. Yeah, man, it's boring, man. Obviously, we got the 3 points at the end of the game, so can't complain. If we drew or lost, I know everyone else would be all on Arteta. Northside will be riding up. I think he's relaxed now because he got the 3 points, so that's all right. But
relax.
But yeah, man, I can't say too much in it. I think Chelsea were unlucky not to get a goal, but it's football, and it's cruel.
Yeah. What about you, Northside? What was your thoughts on the game?
Bro, like when I saw it, I was like, "Raw, like, is this guy really trying to play the same formation as Tuchel? Like, this guy, he's so clueless. Like, first he was trying to play with no striker, yeah, like Pep, yeah. Now he's trying to do a Tuchel, yeah. And Corey's trying to say it worked, bro. It didn't work. The only time we scored is
masterclass.
So it didn't work, bro. It didn't work. He was just lucky, innit? We were lucky because in the first half, yeah. Now let's keep it real. In the first half, yeah, if you didn't have Havertz, the chances that Havertz and Mount missed, yeah, if you had like, not Werner, but if you had like Abraham or if you had Giroud, yeah, out of them chances that they had, they would have at least scored one. Do you know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't have had the 3 points, to be honest with you. Like, it wasn't good.
It's hypotheticals.
No, but you know what, Joel? I think.
No, but it's true though. It's not like we blitzed them. They were blitzing us. Let's be real. They were blitzing us. The only thing that was missing from Chelsea's game today was them being clinical, the way they were against Real Madrid. That was it. And that's why I'm laughing at them, because we're dead. Yeah, we're a team that's there for the taking. We're 3 points FC. Yeah, and if you lot can't come in and beat us, take the L. Be humble. I don't care if you're in the final. You man are dead. You man are dead. Even in the FA Cup, yeah.
Bro, you can't listen. You can't come on the channel.
Yeah? One thing I will say about Chelsea, yeah, they are the way they run. Hold on, let me finish. The way you lot are run, you are everything I want Arsenal to be. Yeah. So that's why, and player for player, your team is levels above us. Yeah. So the fact that this guy has the audacity, this pandemic Pep has the audacity to come to your Stamford Bridge, yeah, stink it out and get a 1-0. Nah, I would be annoyed. I know you got Champions League. I know you got bigger things, but at the end of the day, a derby's a derby. Doesn't matter. Derby's a derby, innit?
Cool. All right, that's your thoughts, but you can't be coming on the channel saying we're dead when you're sitting in ninth, got slapped by Villarreal, yeah. Like we had
exactly.
Got slapped by Villarreal, but we didn't get slapped by you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That goes into what I'm saying.
Target. Wait.
No. These Chelsea fans, they can't take the L. Just keep it moving.
Take the L, bro, but I can't.
They take the L, then, innit? Arsenal are dead. I don't know how many times you want me to say it. Arsenal are dead, but you still can't win, and that's not good enough. If I was a Chelsea,
bro, I'll be dead.
You're there getting bare salty. You're calling us. You're saying that we're dead. Yeah, you are dead if you can't beat Arsenal. Of course you are, because we're has-been FC. We're laughing at. We're not even top 6 FC.
You do know you're not 20 feet from the mic. You know you can talk normally. Yeah. Right. Boom. Yeah. Next topic. Yeah. Smith Rowe, yeah, I'm going to get on to him, yeah, because I thought he had a great game. Out of anyone in the team, I thought he played really well. What do you think on his come up this season, Corey?
At first with him, I was convinced, but I wasn't really convinced that he was the main man. I still feel like we needed another midfielder. But I feel like overall, he's had a good season, and I'd like to build a team around him. I still want to sign another number 10, another 8, but I still want the team built around him because he's perfect, man. He just needs more confidence and everything. But yeah, man, I like Smith Rowe. He's good. You come to Mount's ground today and showed Mount levels, so can't complain.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. No, TJ, what about you? What do you think about Smith Rowe?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We're good.
Pardon?
You're good.
No, TJ,
No.
what was your thoughts on Smith Rowe?
Wait,
Again, Arsenal did nothing to threaten us in attack today besides the one gift. But I have to say, like the few times they did venture forward, Smith Rowe was probably their best player. Have to give him credit for that. Then again, you guys didn't do much going forward. Again, in terms of comparing our players, there's like I'm not even gonna get into that. There's no point. But I have to say, out of Smith Rowe was definitely the best player. Aubameyang didn't do anything. Odegaard, I never felt threatened. Saka was playing right wing back. I mean, he was just defending the whole game, but it is what it is. Fair play to get the goal when we gifted it.
Yeah. No side, Smith Rowe.
Yeah, he's done well. He's developing well. I want him to keep staying under the radar so he can develop. I don't want him to get gassed. At the end of the day, our midfield is so average that anyone like with him, with his talent, is going to look really good because we don't really have many options. So, yeah, I was happy with his performance. There's nothing for me really to say about his performance. Yeah.
Fair enough. I think for me, I think what played a massive part, especially we made a lot of changes to the side. We had chances to probably win the game. Havertz probably scored. On another day, he probably takes that chance. But we got FA Cup final on Saturday. So for me, I think Tuchel had that in mind, especially with the substitutions, especially I think with the players he brought off the bench. He tried to give other players a go to try and showcase why they should be in the team on Saturday against Leicester, and they didn't do that, especially Hudson-Odoi. TJ, like, what was your thoughts? Did you think Tuchel had that in mind, especially the substitutions?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can even see from the starting lineup, we played Billy again. Northside mentioned it earlier. He was wondering where's Conte, but we're resting him for the final. First of all, give Billy another run in. We started Kai, Pulisic, and Mount. Out of the three, I think only Mount is going to keep his spot up front for us. Timo's going to come back in, given how important he's been in recent weeks, despite his misses. Another one is Zuma, for example, coming in to give Rudiger a rest. Zuma, I felt, was kind of poor in our, considering the way we were attacking for most of the game. I thought Zuma was really poor, and he definitely slows us down more than keeps us going. Tuchel did have an eye on the final. Unfortunately, I think the way we played and the way we set up was still enough to beat an Arsenal team, and we didn't, and that's the really disappointing thing. But I mean, the way they defended, they deserve what they got. They deserve it. We deserve what we got.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. They defended really well. Corey, do you think Tuchel definitely had Saturday in mind with the lineup and the substitutions today?
Of course, man. He's squad rotation because you've got a lot of games coming up, important games. I would say I think you're safe for top four, but you probably need another win, another 4 points probably to secure it. But obviously Saturday's is his first final with Chelsea he's obviously thinking of that. And obviously you got to think about injuries as well. You got Champions League, probably the biggest game of the season. Obviously you got Saturday, but you got to think about as well. You don't want to fatigue the players too much. You don't want to pick up a silly injury, because if you play Kante today and he's got injured, then you're stressed.
100%.
But the thing is, for me, Chelsea have a good enough squad to be able to rotate like that. Do you know what I mean? So for me, when I looked at your slide up, even though for you as a Chelsea fan, you're seeing, okay, we've got this player. For me, it still looked as strong as it usually is.
No doubt. Totally agree. No doubt, of course.
So that's exactly what I was going to say.
That's what I was saying.
Apart from Kante, who did you really rest?
Let Corey finish.
No, I was just saying, for me, if we done that, if we shaped around our team, we'd be in big trouble. But I think Chelsea got a good enough squad to do whatever they want to do with the squad, and Tuchel's lucky in that regard. So yeah.
That's what I was saying. Is that despite all the changes we made, it's our team was good enough to win the game without a doubt.
Spot on, TJ. Yeah, Northside. Here you go. It's your chance to shine, mate. Go on.
No, I'm just saying, that's why I don't understand why you've come bare salty. Like, TJ's been like calm with it. You come bare salty. You only hold on. You said let someone speak. Let me finish speaking. You the only person you lot rested was Kante. Most of those players that you played are your first team. Right, so even though you may have not taken it seriously, to be honest, that's looking like it's mainly your strong team. even though it's not your most important game coming up, most of your players that you've been starting, like Havertz, like Mount, were playing this match. So that's why I didn't feel like when I saw your lineup, I didn't think, Tuchel's not taking it serious because he hasn't really rotated that many players from what I can see. So that's the thing. It's not the most important match, but there wasn't that much rotation apart from Kante that I could see.
Bro,
it's rotation in the sense that he's keeping an eye on the final, but it's good enough to win the game. That's
can I just say
the way to put it.
One thing, I'm not salty. Don't come on my channel and try to disrespect me. I've come here. I've said Smith Rowe was quality.
He disrespected. No, because when I spoke, you cut me up. But TJ can speak. You didn't cut him up. So that's for one. I haven't disrespected you because all I've come on is said that I'm happy because we won a derby. You want me to come on and say, "Oh, I'm upset because we won a pointless game"? I'm happy because I'm an Arsenal fan. We won a derby.
I never once said you was upset. By the way, never said that once. I said Smith Rowe. Corey will back me up. I said, did I not say one of the first topics I spoke on was Smith Rowe had a quality game? Yes or no? Yes, I did. I've also said that you boys defended solid today. Yes or no? Yes, I did. Yeah. So, boom. I'm not salty. I thought we should have won the game. We probably deserve to get more out of the game. But you boys done really well to get the points. Like you defended well. I'm definitely not salty. Obviously, I'm unhappy that we lost to you. But fair play, I've said that already in the channel from the get-go.
Yeah, and I've come here with good vibes, smiling with Corey, having a laugh. That's what I said.
Okay, cool.
But what am I meant to do? Come on here,
Vex. You said that our strongest team, only Kante was rested. Mendy rested in goal. Rudiger rested, centre-back, yeah. Timo Werner rested, yeah. That's another 3 players. Obviously, like Corey said, and TJ has said, this team is still strong enough to beat this Arsenal team. We've got Daps jumping in halfway through. Shout out Daps. I hope you're feeling better.
Sorry, I was waiting to be brought in, but I didn't get brought in, so I thought I'd bring myself in.
Yeah, it's all good, my boy.
And I brought myself in because I was thinking, hold on a second. This is getting a bit bitter.
It was moving like
Bailey's in that. And, you know what? Until 11:59, I can't officially go to a shop to grab my Maggies, right? Because I'm still under quarantine. However, I found a bottle of Bailey's, so I'm licking off a bottle of Bailey's.
What was your thoughts on the game today?
You know what? Right, so. I can't believe it's turned political, boys. Come on. This is end of the season. This is like when Liverpool won the league early last year and no one cared for the last 8 games and Arsenal started beating teams and getting carried away, right? You know, end of last season where Arsenal fans were like, yeah, we beat this team, that team. No one was playing for nothing. Okay. I feel like it was that. And this isn't me getting salty towards Arsenal at all. I do feel like, unlike Chelsea, that City have come across recently, that Real Madrid have come across, that Atletico Madrid have come across, that Porto have come across. Tonight, you came across against a Chelsea that, when I look at the league in my slightly waved position, unless Chelsea lose every single game and West Ham win every single game, Chelsea are getting Champions League football, right? So it's slightly different. However, in Arsenal's defence, Arsenal played some youngers, which I think is what deep down Arsenal fans want Arteta to do. Put some faith in Smith Rowe, Martinelli. How long have you, man, been screaming, play Martinelli? Stop. And they've come good for you. So I understand why. Of course, it's a derby. You're not going to come on here and be pissed off, are you? Like, who would come on? Like, come on. United didn't win the league. They were still happy when they beat us in a derby. Like, so.
But do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah. And I said this before to everybody. I said we'll probably win today because when there's no pressure on us, when there's nothing to play for, we're cowards. So we'll do the job. But when the pressure is on us, when we have to win, that's when we'll F up. So because there was no pressure, because there was nothing to play for, that's why we got the victory today. Because they weren't stressed, they weren't rattled. The defenders weren't
100%.
scared on the ball. They weren't scared to make mistakes, and because they're
You
scared
know
of
what,
pressure.
I just don't like coming on here and seeing Jay and Northside, two of my favourite hosts, going at it. I'm like, no.
Nah,
I'm not
but
waiting for a break. I'm in there and I'm stopping that right now.
When it's a derby, yeah, you have to expect that if you lose, people are gonna come in with energy. Do you know what I'm saying? But my guy taking it into disrespect. It's not disrespect.
Nah,
bro.
you know what it is. Jay is me. Jay is me.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's not about disrespect.
Jay is me. Jay is me.
It's not,
Like,
about, it's not even like that, yeah.
I
haven't
don't
got
know.
and on
Doesn't
top
matter.
of everything,
You
I
do
said,
that.
yeah, it's bad on Chelsea because of how bad Arsenal are. And that's something I've been consistent with the whole season. You know what I'm saying? I even said Chelsea are run the way I wish Arsenal were run. That is why it's bad.
I get that. No, you know it wasn't even that. It's just when you said bit, I just thought, right, like, I've come on, I showed love to Smith.
Yeah, because you were snapping at everything I'm saying.
No,
I'm a rival. I'm gonna big up my team when my team beat you.
I didn't expect you not to.
Tennis.
I get that. I just when
I don't get it. Like,
it's a different thing. But anyway, moving on. For me, I thought out of all our players today, like I think collectively, defensively, we was pretty solid. Obviously, away from that mistake, but I thought Mason Mount had a good game. I know he had 2 chances, hit the target. Leno played. You know what? Shout out Leno as well, because I know you boys have been. I don't know about used to, but he's got a lot of stick between the Arsenal fans, and that Zuma header was a world-class save. Like onto the bar, that was a top quality save. And for me, I thought Mason. He started out as like an attacking 10, you know, where we played the 2 behind the striker, like the false 9. Got moved into centre mid 45 minutes. I thought he had a good game. I thought he's probably one of our most. When the ball was given to him, he was our most progressive player in the squad, like in the team today. I thought he had a really good game. What are your thoughts? I'm going to come to you after TJ, but I'm going to come to 2 Arsenal boys and get their thoughts. Same way I got Smith Rowe. What's your thoughts on Mason Mount? I'm going to come to Northside first.
Mason Mount has been your player this season. Even when that fraud Lampard was in, he was the only one that was doing bits. Do you know what I'm saying? And I rate Mason Mount. At first, when I first saw him, I actually didn't give him his props. I'm not gonna lie, I got it wrong. I'm not too prideful. But if I get something wrong, I get something wrong. It's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? And I got it wrong. When I first saw him, I was like, I don't know what the hype. Is this just somebody that the media just love? Because you know sometimes they got their favorites, and I thought that's what it was. But then I started watching him, and even in a dysfunctional, you know what? Arsenal have been dysfunctional for so long. I know when to see a player's quality in a dysfunctional team. And in a dysfunctional system, like Saka. Do you know what I mean? We're dysfunctional, but it works. You know what I mean? And that was what you was getting out of Mason Mount. Do you know what I mean? And even with Tuchel, he's only gone leaps and bounds. Yeah, today he wasn't as clinical, but look at his movement, look at his dribbling, look at the way he plays off the ball. He's levels. Do you know what I mean? He's levels. He deserves to be on that team, and he deserves all the minutes that he gets, because he had the most. I think he had the most minutes under Lampard. I think he got the most minutes out of everyone. Like Lampard was never resting him. And I'm thinking, why is he not resting him? But now everyone's starting to see why he's not rested. Like even Tuchel don't want to rest him because he's level. He's hard.
Yeah, you know what? I as early as last season, end of last season, I was saying people needed to put some respect on Mason Mount, because despite the fact that Chelsea didn't buy anyone last season, right? Mason Mount, how old would he have been last season? What, 20, maybe 21?
21.
He cemented a position in Chelsea's central midfield, right? Cemented. Phil Foden has not yet cemented a position in Manchester City's team, right? So when you're talking about cementing a position in the centre of the park at the age of 20, 21, people need to put respect on his name. So I think with the Mason Mount thing, that's very relevant, not just to look at this season, to take into consideration, this is his 2nd season playing. And actually, to be fair, I'd probably go as far as to say with here he is.
Anyway, like that. Let me.
No, I was just going to say a similar thing is to say with Saka. That again, Saka is another one. These younger players that at their ages.
Shameless Darryl in the comments.
What's that?
My mate D in the comments, shameless as ever, but we move. Corey, thoughts on Mason Mount, please?
Do you know what? Like Northside, I think a lot of Chelsea fans are hyping him up. And to be fair, it's because I didn't watch that many Chelsea games in his first season with Lampard. So I didn't really have like a genuine opinion on him. But seeing him now become one of your main players, he's your franchise player. He's wicked. And I do like Mason Mount. Like, he's their player, man. He's their poster boy. He's through the academy. He's them, man. That's their player in it. And I think he's really good. And I think players like Smith Rowe need to look at him to see how Mason Mount influences Chelsea and see how Smith Rowe himself can influence Arsenal, because he's wicked, man. And before, the thing is, I was questioning should he be in England squad there, and I was saying Southgate has an obsession with him. I was on all of that, but I can see it now. I can see their vision. But the vision has come now. I can see what everyone else sees now, and he's wicked, man. He's very good. He's one of the players that I rate in Chelsea, actually.
I respect that. So, and before I come to TJ and get your thoughts on Mason, I just want to shout out Mazar from the Arsenal way as well. Big up Mazar. Big up on your 3 points today, my dog. But yeah, TJ, thoughts on Mason
Home and away.
I see you shining, man. I see you shining.
But TJ, thoughts on Mason Mount, please.
He was good in the first half, I have to say. Best player, probably. Should have scored a couple times. And I mean, his first chance, there was a pretty decently clear handball from Holding. I'm not going to get too into that. It's not really an excuse.
I will get onto them penalties.
Yeah, it was pretty shambolic, I have to say, the refereeing. But I thought he was doing well. And then I wanted to ask the Arsenal guys a question leading from Mount to another player. But once he moved into the pivot in the second half, I didn't really see much of him. It wasn't working out for me, especially when we were down and Arsenal were throwing men back. But I thought I'd ask you guys about Billy Gilmour, because we played him for the first 45 minutes, subbed him off for tactical reasons. And most Chelsea fans could agree that he was our best player in the first half.
Nah, he weren't, bro.
You guys
You're lying, bro. He weren't your best player. He's
Gilmour.
dead, bro. He's dead. He's got no physical presence.
Nah, you know what? I saw Billy Gilmour is an interesting one.
He is
I'm
not
watching
dead,
him.
bro.
I'm watching him a lot as a City fan that's listening to Jay. Now, the first half against City, Billy Gilmour, I didn't see much of. The second half, hold on. Hey, please let me speak. The second half against City, I saw Billy Gilmour for what the Chelsea fans see in Billy Gilmour.
He didn't do nothing wrong in that 45 minutes, by the way. Nothing.
He needs some time, man. He's playing in a position that's very difficult for a player.
Mario, wait for your turn, please, mate. Thank you.
He's playing a position that is very, very difficult for a player of his age to play in. Now, the first half against City, I was a bit. Second half, my guy came alive. Today, it was already 1-0, but
nah, just say it, bruv. Just say it, bruv. You didn't see him in the first half. I didn't see him.
Look, it's a different. I don't want to talk on any defense.
Corey didn't see him in the first half.
Look,
and TJ didn't see him in the first half, bruv.
That position right there for a player under the age of, how old is he? 20?
Nah. Forget the age. Forget the age, bruv. Because man are calling ballers, innit? These days we're calling ballers, bruv. Foden's a baller. Mount is a baller. Everyone's a baller, innit? Like, if they're ballers, they're ballers.
Billy Gilmour's played about two and a half games in the space of 6 months, mate.
I don't know, bruv. If this was half the game, bruv, he was dead, bruv.
I agree with Mazza.
I need to see more of him, innit?
Hey, listen, Smith Rowe is only just. Hey, hold on. Smith Rowe has only just scored his first Premier League goal. So if we're talking about
one against Chelsea,
he got one the other day. This is second.
All right, so the other day was still only recently, bruv. So if we're talking about giving the others time, we gave Smith Rowe time. We gave the Foden De Bruyne time.
We don't watch the matches through stats though. We watch it through the impact and the
exactly. And Billy Gilmour can control a game. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't lose.
But the thing is, with Gilmour.
One sec,
hear what I'm saying though. Let me just land real quick.
Mario, chill. Before, yeah, you got to understand this. He can control the game, yeah. That's what he's there and he's in the side to do. Yeah, he's only young, and obviously he needs to create a partnership with the other centre mids. Yeah.
Who's the other
Before I
centre
come
mid?
to TJ, no, Mario, wait. Before I come to TJ, Corey, what was you gonna say, please, mate?
With Gilmour, I don't know. I just haven't seen like what I said with Mount when I saw him the first season. I couldn't see the hype man. With Gilmour, he looks like just a not average. I'm gonna say average because I don't think you're average to be starting Premier League games at his age. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen the wow factor in him. I haven't seen anything that's gonna say wow, that's a star boy. He's a baller.
that's
Like,
fair
when I
enough,
watch
yeah.
Foden. When I watch Foden, he's a baller. When I watch Greenwood, he's a baller. When I watch Saka, when I watch Mount, I can say they're ballers. Gilmour, I haven't seen much of him. I've just seen him just there.
No, I
do you
get
see what I mean?
that,
But
you got
he
Hold
got
on,
injured,
hold
didn't
on.
he? So
Hold on, Jay. Let me just ask one question. So based on the number of games that you've seen Billy Gilmour and based on the number of games you've seen of, say, Declan Rice, right? Because we need to put context. It's very simple to watch Greenwood score a goal and say Greenwood looks like a baller.
because
However,
they're two different players.
exactly. So there, when we're talking about Billy Gilmour, we probably have to be
Babs,
talking
all right, Babs, I'm gonna Babs,
around
one second,
Declan Rice.
one
So
second.
therefore, based on what you've seen of Declan Rice and how you rate Declan Rice and how many games you've seen, that's kind of the level you probably need to look at Gilmour because
Exactly.
it's that position. It's a mental. It's a football
of
brain.
course,
Yeah,
of course. But
exactly.
when you
Well,
look at
one
players in
sec-
that position, you can
Go on,
still
Corey.
see the talent. You can still kind of tell if they've got something about them or not. He hasn't. For me,
Yeah,
I haven't
but- no,
seen
all right,
I haven't
cool.
seen it yet.
Fair
No,
enough.
that's
All
fair
I'm
enough.
saying, all I'm saying, yeah, all I'm saying.
Babs, just wait. I'm gonna come
There
to
you
you
go.
in a minute, Babs, yeah, chill. TJ,
Everyone's chilling, bro.
you brought up
Man
Gilmour.
can't even
Fair
talk.
What's your thoughts? Huh?
I cannot hear a word anybody's saying. Like, can we please have one at a time? Holy shit.
Go on, TJ, thoughts on Gilmour?
Okay, well, all I was gonna say was Gilmour, in my personal opinion, as a Chelsea fan, watching him in the past couple of games, past couple of seasons, the sporadic opportunities he's had, I thought he was on it today. I was looking for him to continue the second half. Unfortunately, Tuchel switched things up tactically. I did realize, we need something different in attack, so I was fine with him bringing on Hudson-Odoi. But in terms of the way we were keeping the ball, we were moving the ball, Gilmour was doing well. I thought he was doing well alongside Jorginho. And for a 19-year-old who gets very little opportunities all season, he's needed Kovacic to get injured, Kante being rested to come in, and then Jorginho obviously got rested on the weekend. He's not getting the opportunity. So for all of you guys saying, like, trying to make comparisons with Rice, with Greenwood, Mount, Smith Rowe, all these, like, he's a player who's really not had the chances to play. So when he has had the few chances, and the few times we have seen him play really well in certain games the past couple of seasons, we are giving him credit where it's due, and I'm not gonna back out of that. I still think he was one of our best players in the first half.
All right, so
we changed things
You know
up.
Wait, Mario, let him speak. Wait, Mario.
bruv, he's been speaking for time, bruv. I'm only coming in for 2 minutes, bruv.
Who
Real
has
talk,
to
all I
come
want to
here?
say, yeah, is I hear what you're saying.
TJ,
but it's
TJ,
back-to-back Premier League games.
Speak loud, my brother. You let it out, bruv.
What are you saying? Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up?
And there's
Let
back-to-back Premier League games for Gilmour, though.
Yes, and it's like,
and what's he saying?
And you know what? All right. So Mario, stop barking because you're in
Who's
ninth place,
barking,
bro,
bruv?
yeah?
I'm just talking, man. What's wrong with you, bruv?
Baps, on the weekend, Baps, yeah, you watch Billy.
Well,
Gilmour
to be
against
fair, I was
Manchester
just
City.
really complimentary of Billy Gilmour,
Bruv,
and then got shot down.
This is what I'm saying. Man don't even.
I'm only comparing him to Declan Rice because I do not think it's fair to compare Billy Gilmour to Foden or Greenwood.
No one's comparing. No. Daps. Listen, nobody's comparing him to those players. He doesn't even play enough games to make those comparisons.
Exactly.
Let alone Rice.
Man, I have to look at the age of the player, and for me, there's certain positions that are very difficult to play in. Being played as a DM at the age of 19 years old, yeah, like exactly. Foden's being played as a left winger because Guardiola does not have faith in Foden's football mentality to play deep, right? So, fair play to Tuchel to play Gilmour pretty deep because he's young. You don't have that football mentality. This is why I always scream about Saka. For Saka to be playing as a left back 1 minute, then being played up top, shows football brain is a lot. Yeah. So I feel with Billy Gilmour, he's not played enough games for this comparison. It's not fair.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody, when it comes to youngsters, listen up. Everybody, when it comes to youngsters, it always comes to comparing A to B or comparing X to Y.
Yeah.
You don't need to compare these players. He's
Absolutely.
started 3 games. He started 3 games out of 35 this season. He's 19. He's come in to a side when he's barely played this season, and he's playing well.
Yeah. No, 100%. That basically, TJ, that's what I was trying to say. We shouldn't be comparing him. Like, look, he played today
100%.
because, like I started off, Chelsea ain't playing for nothing. So Chelsea are just... But it's still a derby. Arsenal still got the W.
100%. But let's get into it as well. Let's get into it now because for me, we should have had 2 penalties. First was the Mason Mount chance, handball, Holden, 100% handball. Second one was on Havertz. You know what? If I'm being honest, me personally, I think it's harsh. But if you're going by penalties that have been given this season, that's a penalty. Arsenal boys, I'm going to come to you first. I'm going to come to Corey because he's the most calmest one and don't shout like a little girl. Corey, thoughts on the penalties?
Holding one, for me, I've seen us get. I know we should be comparing decisions, but I've seen us get bumped too many times to be saying that holding one's a penalty. Because we had one at Burnley when it slapped someone's hand. Was it Pepe? I don't know. We should have a penalty against Burnley or someone. I think the handball nowadays is a bit skeptical. I think it was too close for him because I think the ball just hit him. His hand didn't go towards the ball. His hand wasn't in a position where it's going to go towards the ball or not. It was in a natural position for me. So I think that would have been harsh if it was a penalty. The Havertz one, I think I said to my dad, I think that's a pen. I think it would have been soft, but I thought that was a pen. I thought they were going to give it on VAR. To be fair, so I don't think the holding one was a penalty, but I think the Havertz one could have been given as a penalty, if I'm very honest.
Yeah, no, I'll get you. What about you, Mario?
I didn't even realize I was allowed to speak. Still, what's the question, bro?
Bro, about the penalties, mate. Come on, we ain't kids here, bro.
Oh, the pens. Nah, they weren't pens, bruv. They weren't pens, bruv. Do you know what I mean? None of them, bruv.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We've had some absolute howlers, innit? So if you're thinking any of them are pens, like it's never a pen, bruv. It's never a pen. It's never a pen.
No. Actually, it's never a foul. It's never a foul.
You get me, bruv?
No side. What about you, no side? What's your opinions on the holding and the Havertz? Would you reckon penalties or?
The second one was more.
Why I think it was a penalty?
The second one is more. You got more of an argument for, but the holding to me wasn't a handball, and even when they replayed it, it hit. He had his arm down. He wasn't even up or in an unnatural position. So for the first one, I actually saw the replay back for it. I don't think so. The second foul, now I do think you've got a bit. It's a bit more. It's not so clear as the first one. And I didn't see it back, so it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I think this season, VAR has messed up for everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody can say. We've all faced VAR. We've all faced decisions that all of us would say, "Wait, hold on, that's inconsistent," or "Hold on, we got penalised for that." But then that other team doesn't get penalised.
Yeah, fully.
Northside, the issue is you mentioned you didn't get to see the replay back. The problem was we didn't even for half of these penalty shots, we didn't even get to see what happened. There was even a time towards the end of the game where Mount went down, he was holding his knee. I heard the commentators even saying there could be a penalty shout, and we didn't even get to see what happened in the first place. I felt in a way VAR, not just this game but in general, can be very selective at times, and that's why it's such an issue in England. Whereas if you compare it to in the Champions League, in World Cups, let's say, they check everything. There's no thoughts, maybe. They check everything.
Especially if it's Man United or Liverpool, that's getting showed 100 times over.
But they check everything, whether it's clear or not, just to make sure. And it felt in this game they were not even checking anything. They were just doing as they wish. And then us as fans, we don't even know what's going on half the time. Yeah, from a neutral point of view, does that make sense?
Yeah, fully, 100%. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So
I think the way this country uses VAR is just very bizarre to the way everywhere else uses it, to be frank.
Yeah. No, 100% that. So TJ, what was your actual thoughts on the penalties?
I didn't. Again, going back to the thing, we saw the replay of Mount's shot like once, so I barely even got a chance to realize that it was a handball until I saw like later on Twitter. I think that's also 50-50 given his hand was in a fair position from the start, but it was kind of out there, so I can't really say that one for sure. Havertz going down, can't remember how many times that happened, probably twice. Again, it was more of like a 50-50. But there was definitely contact, and just the fact that they didn't go back and check it is what kind of upsetted me, rather than just not getting the penalty at all. And that's it. Again, just poor officiating with the consistency there.
Yeah, no, I agree. So what? Who have you boys got next? Not that it matters, but who have you got next?
Palace.
Crystal Palace. All right. So we got Leicester FA Cup final on Saturday. You've got Crystal Palace. I'm going to come to you boys first.
On Wednesday.
Score predictions for, where's it, home or away? On Wednesday, did you say?
Away.
It's away. I think
next Wednesday.
The Palace.
All right, so
Everybody loves
let's go.
They
I'm
love
going to go
us.
around
They
the room.
love us.
I'm going to come to that first because we're going to round it up. Taps, mate. We don't want to hear your
We're
singing.
Palace. We're Palace. We're Palace. Yeah.
No, honestly, mate. Yeah.
Where is it? So where is it?
No, score predictions at Palace. Palace versus Arsenal next Wednesday. Score predictions coming to that.
Next Wednesday. Nice little break. What?
Yeah. That's what
Really
you get
weak
when you've
off.
been ninth in the league and no competitions.
8th in the league
Double
at the
game
minute, mate.
week.
No competitions. 8th in the league, no competitions, bruv.
8th. Big up your blood clot.
I would say Arsenal 2-1.
Cool. TJ.
You know what? I'll be 100. I predict a good Arsenal run at the end of the season. It's what they do.
They've already dropped
New
5
kit
points.
pending. New kit pending, baby.
In it,
This
man.
guy.
You've already dropped 5 points, man. It's all good. Don't worry. TJ, score predictions next Wednesday. Palace Arsenal.
I don't even. Is it worth? You just thinking? You just whatever. 2-2.
2-2. All right. Cool. Mad.
I don't know. This manager, he got away with one tonight. You know, he played like Saka, the left back, right wing forward, left wing forward, at right back with a free, first time ever, and slapped you man up like in your backyard, didn't it? So fuck knows, bruv. I don't know. 2-0 to Palace, 3-0 to Arsenal. You never know, bruv. Like Arteta just pulls it out the absolute bag.
Listen, I know you've hit that bush out of your.
He don't care, bruv. He genuinely, he don't care. I think for me,
that whole tree in your back.
For me, I think Arteta is just doing it for banter now, bruv. I think he's doing it for banter. I think he's picking teams, bruv, and he's thinking, "Is what it is, whatever." Isn't it like
banter sometimes as well? Anyway,
no. Obviously, like man plays
TJ,
Saka,
you can use that mute
our
button.
left wing forward at right back, and slapped
TJ,
you man up
get on that
and
mute
took
button
your prospect.
There you go. Right, no, score predictions for next Wednesday, please. Cheers, Maz. Lovely for your input, Mush.
That was horrible, Jay.
Predictions next Wednesday.
I want to say something, yeah. Let me say something to you, Jay. Yeah. You know what you need to learn? You need to learn how to talk to people. I don't know how old you are. Hold on. I'm talking. Hold on. You need to learn how to treat people and how to talk to people. The way I think you've been drinking 1-2 Stellas too much, and you've been disrespecting a lot of people. People come on here. I don't know if you don't know how to support football, yeah. But when you go on football, when you talk about football, respect.
I do it a lot, mate. I do it a lot.
And just because you're getting aggy because you can't handle a defeat, take it with grace. Be a man. How old are you,
bro? I've taken this defeat, man. You're talking like
if you can't handle your Stellas, yeah, leave them in the shop. Leave them in the shop.
Disrespectful, bro.
You know what I mean? You're just getting too aggy. You lost. Take it. Bro, you lost.
You're talking like
you lost, bro.
Sorry, Corey.
I don't really care.
Have you got your bike from Halfords?
Now I picked up there. I was meant to congratulate you
No,
on your title.
Thank you for the congratulations. I hope your bike's sorted from Halfords as well, by the way.
Thank you. Tomorrow, I think.
I tell you what, I'll be 100. If I was on a podcast with a Liverpool fan today, it would probably end very similar to this. So I'm not gonna pull anyone up, but yeah, I mean, I understand.
Honestly, put score predictions for Chelsea Leicester on Saturday. Corey, respect for you because you've been quiet, you've been humble. Listen, I ain't showing this with disrespect. I've said to you, fair play for your win. I bigged up your player. I've said you've had a solid round, but these men just want to come on the channel and start shouting and disrespecting my co-host. I'm not gonna allow that on my channel. But
Jay, I would say I don't want to.
No, but Daps, let me just finish this because
leave it, Jay, just leave it.
No, it's cool. We're on a live, bro. We're on a live. There's people watching.
No, agreed. That's why I let it carry on, Jay. That's why I've let it carry on. It's on a live.
So score predictions on Saturday, so I can wrap it up.
So wait, let me go. I'll say I think it's gonna be what I think it'll be 1-1 with Palace on Wednesday, and score prediction on Saturday. I'm hoping that Jamie Vardy is having a party Saturday night. I'm going 2-1 Leicester.
Love that.
Come on, Leicester. But I think Chelsea will win it. But I'm hoping for a 2-1 Leicester. This is what I'm hoping for. 2-1 Leicester. That's my
why
prediction,
though? Corey, why? Huh? Why?
There's nothing worse.
Rivalry.
The only thing worse than a happy Chelsea fan is a happy Spurs fan.
It means nothing to you, Corey.
It does. I've got worse fans. I know worse Chelsea fans than Jay. And see the smiles on their faces. Horrible. Kids at school as well. But the thing is, the kids at school, this win has given me everything I needed because I'm going to be shameless tomorrow. It's fantastic. So thank you, Chelsea.
I wanted to commend you for still having a Arsenal shirt on and not a City shirt.
Yeah.
Now,
I need to get one. Get me one, please.
Big up. TJ, what's your score prediction Saturday and next Wednesday? You've said next Wednesday, so Saturday.
I'm not predicting our score. Every time I predict our score, we lose. So you know what? I'm just leave it.
Hold on. TJ, could you predict the Champions League final, please?
No.
No, I'm joking.
It's too early, anyways.
I want to wrap this up and go. I want to chill.
To be honest with you, like I said at the very beginning, for Chelsea to not get Champions League football would see, if I'm right, you have to win. You have to lose pretty much every game, and West Ham need to win every game. It's not going to happen. Like, it was a London derby. You rested some players. It's not that deep, right?
It's not.
I mean, Will
Tuchel throwing their prams out and leaving.
I do not believe. I believe Tuchel is in, for me right now, Tuchel is in a very similar bracket to Pep Guardiola. They're managers that they don't go on losing runs. They lose a game, they overthink it. Yeah, they spend their next 72 hours thinking about that loss, and they make sure their next game they get a W. Right. So for me, Chelsea win it, wrap up Champions League football, and have 1 or 2 games to rest players before. Actually, no, you've got the. It's mad. You've got the FA Cup final before the season ends, which is bizarre.
That's what I was asking for your predictions for, mate.
Sorry, I thought you were talking league. Yeah, why have they done this? Why have they done this?
Yeah, I know. 4 games before an FA Cup final, but it is what it is.
Fixture list. And
yeah,
Euros.
But no, the FA Cup always comes after the league is wrapped up. That's the whole thing. So just move the FA Cup.
Not in 2012. Not in 2012.
No,
bruv, as far as the FA Cup, you won the FA Cup. Anyone that's trying to put the FA Cup anywhere else is absurd, bruv. What? Who are you playing? I don't even no, bruv.
Big up,
please.
Big up Corey for coming on as well. Big up on your win today. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Congrats.
Big up Mario and big up Northside, wherever they may be. Big up TJ, my co-host again. Thank you for putting up with what you had to put up with. Big up Daps for coming in quarter through the way. Big up on your Premier League win as well. Fair play.
Thank you, brother. And you know what? I'll big you up early. Big up on Big up on your FA Cup win, because I can't see anyone but an FA Cup win
Jinx
for
it,
Chelsea.
please,
to be
jinx
fair.
it.
No.
Yeah,
It's not
make
even a
sure
jinx.
make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. That's us. We're out. Boom.